Hey YouTube. So by overwhelming demand, yesterday's question was answered with bookshelf tour. So let's get on it.
So this is my YA shelf all the way down to there. I have two more shelves, but they're all adult fiction and some non-fiction. And I'll go through pretty quickly. That's me and my wife. That's Quasimodo. Let's see. I've got Enclave by Anna Guerre. I'm really excited to read that. Zombie Queen of Newbury High by Amanda Ashby. I think that's an arc, though. Raised by Wolves by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Robin Benway's The Extraordinary Secrets of April, May, and June. Tithe by Holly Black. And I can't pull that out because I have this, there is a frame around these bookcases. They're like super cheap IKEA bookcases, but a while back they did this thing where they had a frame so it makes it look like it's a built-in. And anyway, so that's that. But I can't get out the tall books. Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. Can't wait to read that one. Marked by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. Oh, that got snagged. Kathy Charles' John Belushi is Dead. I've heard that that's very bizarre. I have not yet read it. Cassandra Clare's City of Bones. I'm about halfway through that. I'll need to pick it up again one day. Prom Dates from Hell by Rosemary Clement Moore. Hell Week and Highway to Hell and The Splendor Falls, all also by Rosemary Clement Moore. And this is actually a pretty cover. Much better than the initial cover that they had for it. Rachel Cohn and David Levithan's Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. A really ugly cover of D.M. Cornish's The Foundling, in the Monster Blood Tattoo series. Down here on this shelf, I've got my Johan Kofer books, Half Moon Investigations and the Artemis Fowl series. I won't go through each of one of those. I have the cool box set of the Hunger Games trilogy, and you know what those are. I've got Kelly Craig's Nevermore, Andrea Cremer's Nightshade, James Dashner's The Maze Runner and The Scorched Trials, Matt De La Pena's Ball Don't Lie, Lauren DeStefano's Wither, let's see, Claire B. Dunkel's The House of Dead Maids, ooh, got a price tag, horrifying, Jean Duprow's The City of Ember, Simone Elcalez's Perfect Chemistry, Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. Let's see, If I Stay by Gail Forman with the... Amazon didn't replace it. Bastards. Cornelia, I want to say it's Funka. Inkheart, could be Funk, just Funk. Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book. Paper Towns by John Green. Bright Young Things by Anna Godberson, and that's that shelf. Let's see... I don't have Gone. I need to pick up a copy, but I have read that. Here's Hunger in the Gone series by Michael Grant and Lies. I don't have the new one either. I need to get that. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. Cynthia Hand's Unearthly. Rachel Hawkins' Hex Hall. Gwen Hayes' Falling Under. The Enemy by Charlie Higson. The Devouring by Simon Holt, and I need to pick up the rest of that series. I love that series. Shadow Hills by Anastasia Hopkins. Zombie Blondes by Brian James. A zombie book I don't see much on YouTube, actually. Stacey J's You Are So Undead to Me. That's an art copy. The Reformed Vampire Support Group by Catherine Jinks. Let's see. 16, or XVI, by Julia Carr. A.S. King's The Dust of 100 Dogs. I need to pick up Please Ignore Vera Dietz, too, just to have on my shelf. Caitlin Kittredge's The Iron Thorn. Ash by Melinda Lowe. Dean Lorry's Nightmare Academy. That's Volume 1, or Book 1. Rotten Ruin by Jonathan Maybury. And then down here I've got those cards that I showed you guys the other day. Moving down to the next one, I couldn't fit this one in, but this is Special Topics in Calamity Physics by Marisha Pessel. Here's Eyes Like Stars by Lisa Manchev. Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr. The Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. Vampire Academy, Frostbite, Shadow Kiss, and Blood Promise. I don't actually have the other two. I think I loaned them out to my mom. Kiki Strike, Inside the Shadow City by Kirsten Miller. Oh man, Jack Blank and the Imagination by Matt Michaelish. That's the arc of that, with no actual cover on it. So, Patrick Ness's The Knife of Never Letting Go. Lauren Oliver's Delirium. Oh, Youth in Revolt by C.D. Payne. Jackson Pierce's Sisters Red. Stephanie Perkins, Anna and the French Kiss. Sarah Reese Brennan's The Demon's Lexicon. Divergent by Veronica Roth. I'm going to be needing to read that soon for sure. And then my Harry Potter books. I was just looking through them because I was like, I was pretty sure that they were all first editions, and they are, but the printings on them were crazy. So you could have gotten them the same day that they came out, and you were still in the 35th printing of the first edition. So anyway, Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and Deathly Hallows, of course. I am currently reading Across the Universe by Beth Revis. I was reading it for the Chapters Book Club. Shout out, people. And, yeah, I'm still sort of halfway through it and need to get back to it, but I ended up having to critique someone's manuscript, so... friend of mine. Anyway, this is a candle that I got from a friend of mine, Mario Acevedo. He writes adult vampire books, and it's sort of encouragement. It's one of those little icon candles to sort of give you inspiration. Let's see, Frank Portman's Andromeda Klein and King Dork. Let's see, The Lightning Thief, the first in the Percy Jackson and Olympian series by Rick Riordan. Carrie Ryan's The Forest of Hands and Teeth, The Dead Tossed Waves, and The Dark and Hollow Places. Strange Angels by Lily St. Croix. Vesper, it's an arc by Jeff Sampson. Let's see. Michael Scott's The Sorceress, The Magician, and The Alchemist. The Marbury Lens by Andrew Smith. Lockdown, Escape from Furnace. This is the first in the series by Alexander Gordon Smith. Maria Snyder's Inside Out. The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. I guess you can tell that I have my middle grade mixed in with my YA, but that's fine. The Eternal Kiss and Kiss Me Deadly, both edited by Tricia Tellep. An editor who's kind of gotten a bad name recently. I hope she kind of turns things around for herself. Daniel Waters' Generation Dead. Scott Westerfeld's Uglies. Davida Wills Herwin's Freaks and Revelations. Brenna Yovanov's The Replacement, my favorite Fae book that I've read. And Carlos Ruiz Zafon's The Shadow of the Wind, which, although is not necessarily considered a YA book, I would definitely give it to any teenager.
And that's it. That's my bookshelf tour. Next up, I'm going to be doing a sort of a gathering video. I'm going to be gathering up the books that I'm going to be reading, the 10 books that I have to read before I can buy another one. It's been a real struggle, my book buying ban. Because a 50% off coupon came from Borders, and it almost sent me into a frenzy. I almost had to drive like 50 miles to get to a Borders, and it's not that far. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. Anyway, see you next time.